Squishy here. I got everything set up. I'm going to pull out every single instrument I have just for a little preview of all the things that may or may not come up. So this is kind of going to be like a mini trailer, maybe. I'm going to try to squish it down. So let's go ahead and get started. This thing over here is kind of like an electronic drum kit, except not. So on the bottom you have two kind of pretend pads. One's a hi-hat. On the other side you got a bass drum pretend pad. And they look identical, so it's really impossible to tell unless you just hit it. It doesn't need to be plugged into a computer, and that's about it. So the different pads can be tuned, and it's got different settings. So that's item number one on the agenda. I wanted to bring out something else really quick. This little baby is called a djembe, and I'm sure one of you might have seen this. This is an African instrument, hand drumming. I've never taken hand drumming lessons. Most people learn just by experience, which I did as well. But generally you just open palm, closed palm, our fingers, and the slap, which is really hard to pull off. It makes a really nice pop sound. You've seen the drum pad, but I'll pull it out just for your little video. And that's the drum pad. I can also play other instruments. I'm not just a drummer. Over here, forgive me, we're doing a little bit of maintenance. We have a keyboard. This is a MIDI keyboard. It does have to be attached to a computer to work. Comes with a sustain pedal that I bought, so it didn't come with it. And I had to get the samples. They were TB Peach. I got them online. I'm using Reaper. You can also use various digital audio workstations or DAWs and just mess around with it. You can choose the octave up, octave up again, change some things, and that's the keyboard for you. I'm also going to pull up the guitar real quick. I'm not the greatest guitar player. Actually, I'm not a good guitar player at all, but I do know some chords. I gotta trim my fingernails. What is that? Minor 7? I don't know. The last thing I just bought for my birthday, was a $50 violin. Now this violin doesn't actually have, and I'll get my face back in there in a second. It doesn't actually have any notes tuned to it. The actual notes tuned to it should be G, D, A, E, with the E being kind of a high E, and I'll get back in there. Here I am. So, but I'm really bad at this, so forgive me. But because it's a $50 violin, this is exactly what I wanted, by the way. I used to use a crappy violin. I wanted something I could play in the park in in the rainy days and something that was not something performance worthy. It's all about intervals, so I'll show you in a second. And you can see you can adjust the intervals by kind of making your own fret. That's about it. I have all those odds and ends in the background. You can see there's a frog, and yeah, I'm holding the violin like that, forgive me. There's a triangle, a shaker, a frog. I also have a recorder, and some other crap that I haven't pulled out. So, good luck, and I'll see you around.